Hey Scorpio, and welcome to your June 2025 reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Cross watchers, welcome. Scorpio, know that I could be talking to you or someone in your energy, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you, Scorpio, is that you have probably felt very trapped in a situation. This could be a marriage, or it could be the Hierophant represents education, religion. So it could be something of a spiritual nature. It could be a marriage, like I'm saying, commitments. And you may have felt trapped about it, or more like not sure what the hell to do in it. And because something went sideways and the whole thing fell apart. And I feel like this was really heartbreaking for you, because you thought this was going to be your happily ever after. You thought this was going to be your future, right? And there was something underneath it all that was really deceptive. Like, it had this mask of happily ever after, but with the Seven of Swords coming out here, I feel like someone presented themselves to be loving, but they actually ended up being probably very verbally aggressive, abusive. This person said and did a lot of things under the mask of kindness, of nurturing, gentleness. This could represent the mother. The Empress represents the mother, but it represents like this really nurturing and loving energy. And I feel like this is what you thought you were going to have in this connection, a stable, happy life. But you ended up being with someone who was really cruel. And I feel like this is all representing the same person, the Empress and the King of Wands. It's like one minute they're really kind and nurturing, and the next they're really cruel, and they don't think about what they say. They say really cruel things, and it's really painful. And I feel like things started to change for the better when you realized you deserved better. Because you can see in this picture, only one person is receiving and the other is like, wait, no, like, what about me? And I feel like this connection was really imbalanced, but this is really good for you, actually, Scorpio, because you started seeing yourself as someone who's deserving of respect and love too. And it's almost like you were, if I'm not going to get that in this relationship or this connection, then I'm going to remove myself. And that created a really painful ending, but it's not something that you created. It's something that the person you were dealing with created, because they didn't treat you with love and respect. And that's actually just what I'm seeing for the bottom of the deck energy. But what I'm seeing here in the current energy is kind of like, maybe you may feel like giving up on love, or really heartbroken about all that has been lost here. The quote that my guides want me to share goes like this: if the rain that touches your skin traveled miles to find you, then so will everything that's written in your name. Nothing in your life is random. The joy, the heartbreak, the ones who stayed and the ones who left. Every twist in your story is shaping you into someone you haven't fully met yet. Some lessons break you and others build you, but all of them grow you. You won't always understand the why in the moment, but one day you'll look back and realize that it was all connected, not by accident, but by design. And so your guides are saying, keep your heart open and know that there is a divine design behind everything that you've been through. And I can see here the challenge is that you carry yourself, Scorpio, in a way that, I don't know, like the pain doesn't touch you, that you keep a smile on even though your heart is breaking. You keep moving forward, and people may be like, wow, you've been through so much, but you've carried it so well. And maybe people think that you're not suffering as much as you have because of the way you carry yourself. But it's like inside you're breaking, but on the outside it's like, oh, King of Pentacles, you're doing great. And I feel like that's a challenge, because there may not be as much support around you as you may need at times, because this has been devastating with the Three of Swords coming out. This has been very devastating, heartbreaking situation. But what your guides want you to know or to focus on is actually closing out this cycle with the toxicity of the past. And it may be difficult to do that sometimes because this person wasn't always bad to you, but they wanted me to share this quote. It says, toxic is not when someone's bad to you. Toxic is when someone is bad to you on some days, but then good to you on others. It's when someone is so inconsistent with their love, you find yourself wondering if you should stay or leave. The answer to that question is you should always leave. So that's kind of what your guides are saying here. Close the door on the toxicity of the past and really allow yourself to heal from it. Because in the recent past, your guides want you to know that everything that this person criticized you for or made you feel bad about yourself for it wasn't a reflection of who you are. It was just a reflection of their own limitations. Like, it's almost like these people are jealous of who you are, or this person is jealous of who you are. The way you love, the way you show up in relationships, like how easy it is for you to care about others. And it's almost like they wanted you to feel the way they are. Like, this is projection. This person projected onto you a lot. And they caused a lot of grief by doing so. And you may have found yourself questioning, like, am I what they say I am? Am I this bad person or whatever? But this person wanted you to question yourself. This person wanted you in grief, because if you knew your incredible nature and the power you have and the power of your love and the way you show up for others, you would not stay with them, is actually what I'm getting. You wouldn't stay with them. You wouldn't, if you knew how amazing you are, you wouldn't have put up with this bullshit. That's what I'm seeing here. So, and your strength in this situation, Scorpio, is that you are a light for others. Like, your story, what you've been through here, you are a light for others. And you have learned so much as you have gone through this grief, as you have had to keep it together, because it's like you didn't handle it well, you had to survive it, you handled it well, but you kept moving forward even through the grief, not because it was easy to handle well. That's what I'm trying to say. But you had to handle it well, and you had to keep your head up. You had to keep moving forward, even though it was so painful. And because of that, and all that you have learned through this, and what you're learning now as you overcome it and recover, you have a story to share. You have a light to share with other people who are walking through the pain of this and the fear of this, the darkness of the pain of this path, or being with someone like your past person, and the pain of betrayal and deception and everything that you've gone through here. You've made it through, and you're making it through, right? And because of that, you haven't let go of your light. You haven't let this person smother your light. And because of that, you are a light for others. Sorry, that was a lot of words to try to get out something. You are a light for others. You are someone's lighthouse, and your story is your strength. And all that you've learned here is your strength. And your guides want you to really, think about who you have become through this, and all it's taught you, and how much stronger you are now, and who you're becoming too. There's someone in the near future that's coming into your life, and I do feel like this actually has something to do with work, and it has to do something to do with your story too. There's something you can turn your story into your work, and there's someone here who's kind of on a similar path, and it could be something that you could actually do together. Sharing your story, sharing what it is that, I don't know, being a lighthouse for other people together, actually. And the suggested approach that your guides want to give you, they want you to know that You know, you may feel very far away from the feeling of being healed from this, or like past the pain of what you've been through, but they're saying you're actually doing so good and you're on the path. And they're saying, you know, it's okay if you need to pause, to take time to rest and recover. Because I feel like what you don't know is that someone is playing in your energy. So, yeah, your guide, what you're not seeing is that someone's actually playing with your energy and causing chaos. And it's incredible how weak you can feel as you are trying to heal from narcissistic abuse or anything. I have been going through it, you know, too, because it's heavy. And it's because people, especially a narcissist, it's like they don't want you to just leave their life and feel confident about yourself. They want you to feel low and feel bad about yourself, because that's the whole point of their abuse. Because if they can get you there, then they can have control and power over you. And I feel like you're dealing with a narcissist or an energy vampire that's playing with your energy. So if you're finding yourself extra weak or tired, that could be a thing. So they also wanted me to share this quote. It says, "Ever felt completely drained after talking to someone? You might be dealing with an energy vampire. They feed on your attention and drama and emotions, leaving you exhausted. They come in many forms: the constant complainer, always negative, always unhappy; a drama magnet, always in chaos and pulls you into it; the one who always needs saving but never takes action to change. The worst part, they rarely realize they're draining you, and you don't set limits. If you don't set limits, they'll keep taking your energy." So how do you stop them? You set clear boundaries. Your time and energy are valuable. You limit your interactions with them and don't let them control your mood, and protect your space. Your space is priceless. Your peace is priceless. If someone drains you more than lifts you up, it's time to walk away. Your energy is yours. Protect it. So yeah, if you're tired, someone is draining your energy. And in your hopes and fears, I'm seeing here that you may be worried about not getting past this. But what your guides want you to know is that, yeah, there's like a soul connection that's coming in to help you move past this obstacle. And your guides want you to know that you are going to heal. And they want me to share this quote with you. There's so many quotes in your reading, sorry. But it goes like this: "You're going to heal. Yes, you are. You're going to get over this. Yes, you are. And you're going to be okay. Yes, you are. You will. It might not happen today. It might not happen tomorrow, but it will happen. Be patient. It's going to take time. Give yourself the time you need to fully heal. But I have no doubts that it will happen. If I can do it, anyone can do it. You will get over it. You'll learn to get your confidence back. You will become stronger. You will stop doubting yourself, and you will be okay." And I love the outcome of this reading, because what I'm seeing here, Scorpio, is that you are rising above the situation, the King of Swords, wiser than ever before. You have learned so much, and it's almost like this King of Swords, anytime toxicity tries to creep back into your life, you're going to cut that bullshit out like nobody's business, because of all that you've learned and that the power that you're reclaiming for yourself now. And so I'm really proud of you. I'm excited for you. You'll get through this, Scorpio. Help is on its way, and you are also a lighthouse for others. Don't ever forget what an incredible person you are. And so that's the reading. I hope it's a great month, and we'll talk to you next time. Oh yeah, and personal readings are available on my Etsy shop. I would love to read for you. And there's a lot of different options that you can choose from on that site. But if you don't see the specific reading that you're looking for, you can always ask specific questions in the personalization section in your order. And yeah, I would so love to read for you, so go check it out.